everyone, welcome to my channel. Oh my god, wow. I'm, as you can tell, really excited. But beyond that, I'm also Emerald Ellora Tarot, and this is my first ever YouTube tarot reading. I'm so excited. I've been thinking about this channel for a while now, but after a lot of pushing from my friends and even the universe, I just thought, why not? Because I have this gift and I would love to share it with you all. And obviously, I've said this before, but I'm just so excited and thank you for being here. I hope you stay, I hope you enjoy. And enough yapping, I'm just gonna introduce today's video, and the topic is what's coming next in love for you. This is a crowd favorite, also a personal favorite of mine, even on the days and even the times when I'm not really looking forward to love. I just click on these videos because they make me feel better. It's just something about these cards and the universe and fate and destiny that makes you feel nice about life, because who doesn't need love? I sure do. And if you want love as well, then I hope you keep watching, and I really hope that you find something interesting here today. And I'm just gonna get into the video. So these are the three piles. So for pile 1, we have this little bracelet. For pile 2, we have this pyrite stone. And for pile 3, we have this pyrite bracelet. If you don't know how this works, then it's actually really simple. Just pick whichever pile you feel is calling to you. And once you pick the pile, you just have to go into the description box, or I'll even put the timestamps, as I'm showing you the options. So you just go to that time in the video and the video starts. And again, before I forget and before you forget, I would just like to remind you that tarot is a divination tool and you are the creator of your destiny. So please just take these readings with a grain of salt and take what resonates and leave the rest. And of course, how can I forget? Enjoy. Hi Pile 1, welcome to the channel and welcome to this video. So today's topic is what's next in love for you. And before we get into the video, I have some messages for you. So there were some messages that I was getting before starting this pile, and some of them were when I was applying perfume. Now obviously it's a video and I won't need perfume, but I was still feeling the need to apply perfume. And so it tells me that this new person that's coming in your life, or this person, or whatever the situation is, obviously we're going to look into it, but I think this is someone who is into ornating themselves, who is really interested in taking care of themselves. And also when they love you, or when they like you, or whatever the situation is, of course, they will give to you as well. Because after the perfume, I was getting a bit of like this and a bit of that. Now I don't want to just tell you like dreams and stuff. Ooh, my alarm just rang. So also another message was like, while I was doing something, while I was preparing for this video, a couple of things fell, and that too was telling me that this person is gonna come in your life as a whirlwind. And also that alarm just felt like it shook me. Nonetheless, it really shook me. So I feel like this person is going to be a bit of a shock, and it's not going to be something that you're expecting. But then again, I really just feel like they're going to come to help you, to relieve you. That's how you guys meet. Maybe you meet them when you're at a doctor's appointment, or maybe that's their career. Like for their career, they are doing something in the healing industry or whatever. But enough of that, let's get into your cards. So this card is going to tell us who this person is. Further on, we're going to obviously look into the other aspects and stuff, but this is the first thing that we're going to look into. And as I'm saying that, the sun just came out. The sun really is shining bright on me right now, and I do believe that sun is healing. So again, I'm feeling like this person is going to be healing for you. So now let's look at what this card is. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait, no way. I was seeing this card in my mind's eye. I know this sounds fake, but I was actually, guys, I was genuinely seeing this card in my mind's eye. But I was seeing it upright. But, anyways, I do think that rather than this person, it's more for you. As I was saying healing. I've literally written it, guys. Like, I think I'm gonna have to show you my notes. As you can see, relieving your ailments, helpful. Oh my god. Woo! This is crazy. I don't know. Anyways, I was seeing Six of Swords, but enough of that. I do think that this person is coming to you at a time where you've healed yourself and you're healing, but most importantly, you've moved on from everything else that was going on before. And I think that's really important for you, because I think prior to this, you were in situations where you had to really compromise yourself. But I think this person, the main reason why they are coming in your life is to show you how good change can be, and it's to help you transition through that. I'm seeing a lot of difficulties in your life. You had to be wise, because also this bracelet, if you can see, there's an owl, right? And so owl just tells me and shows me that you had to be wise, you had to work a lot, you had to prove yourself. I'm also getting, and the white is just showing, like, even though you've been pure. And can you see how the sunlight is just catching? Yeah, it's so beautiful. So, like, also, if you can see, the colors in this card are also like white and blue and all of that. And so it really is telling me that you've had to move away from situations that once brought you happiness or whatever. But I think this person is coming to show you how good life can be, and how much life can give you. I really do think that they're gonna give you a lot. So, and they're gonna come at a time when you're not expecting. Like, it's gonna be a shock for you, because you think that you just have to move on, you just have to do things on your own, and you're gonna have to help yourself, and no one helps you. All the things that life and everyone tells you. But they're just gonna come as a breath of fresh air. And when they actually come, and when you meet them, I don't think you're expecting them to be the way they are. And at first you may just be confused, and you may try to self-sabotage, but spirit is telling me that you have to keep your emotional baggage away, and you have to really just deal with everything that you've dealt with before getting with this person, or else that emotional baggage is just going to harm this relationship, this connection, or whatever. And I just felt, I saw this second deck in Aquarius, but I did feel air energy also, as this card is a card of swords. So I am seeing that. So I think this, it's already moving. But anyways, I do see that. But let's get into your other cards. So I pulled these cards. I have no idea what they are, but I pulled these cards before. And pile 1, I actually accidentally took the cards of pile 2, but then I realized, and for that reason I stopped the video, I paused it, and then obviously I'm resuming it now. And I think even that is a message. I think it's telling me that previously, and I think when I say previously, I mean the connection or the relationship just before this, you were with someone, or you were in a situation that you thought was gonna be your end game, that you thought was gonna be your final love, your your last love. But it didn't go as that. And I think this is also a message from spirit, that they are giving you a chance, an option. And I've kept this dhoop here, for smoke cleansing and stuff. And as you can see, its ash actually fell here. You can't really see here in the camera, and I don't want to shake it, so I'm not going to show you. But the whole ash just fell, and it was like this long. And it's telling me that this person again is coming to sweep away everything from your life, and they're just coming to help you and to heal you and to show you that a different life exists, a different kind of person exists. Because previously you've just gone through so many hardships. uh, I think prior to this you really had to go through a lot of things. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about this person. I think this person is someone who's competitive, who in their career is someone who wants to really achieve things. And I'm seeing the Aries symbol, and I'm seeing the symbol of it. I think I even wrote it. Yeah, I actually I wrote it here. Like, this is the Aries symbol. So this symbol really tells me that this person is someone who's gonna see you as a challenge at first, not as an, oh, I need to get this person challenge, but more so like, this is a tough cookie to break, and I'm gonna do what it takes to get this person. Because this person really sees you as their end game, is what I'm hearing. And please believe me, I really don't want to bluff, or I really don't want to fluff any of the messages. So I've decided to not really, sugarcoat things. But when I say this, that I actually heard end game, I do mean it. I'm not just saying this to blow smoke up your just to please you. But I really am feeling, because also Leo here, like, one thing about Leos is that once you're with them, they will keep you as theirs. Like, you are their pride, you are for them. And I think this just shows, and the way I just brought the cards together while I was talking about this, I think I really had to talk about the clinginess of a Leo, the ownership factor of an Aries person, the way they feel. And I am feeling that. I really am feeling. So I feel when you meet this person, you're gonna be apprehensive. You're not gonna give in so easily, because I think you've experienced things and you don't want to repeat them. But Spirit here is telling me that you have to temper those urges and to make sure that you're not blocking your blessings. As I'm mentioning this, the smoke is actually like blowing really, like, it's just got really intense, and I felt like mentioning that. So I think you just have to stop self-sabotaging and stop yourself from ruining a good thing. But other than that, I really am feeling, because as you can see here, we got the Leo symbol again, and also the Sagittarius. So this tells me that this person is an optimist, but with a firm mindset, but with reason, with logic. They are not someone who is just going to do things for the sake of it. And I'm feeling like taking these cards, but I really do want to, okay, sure, but I really do want to finish talking about these cards. And the way I'm pausing also tells me that this person is going to be patient with you. I think you could meet them when you're in a competitive environment, be it in school or in office. It really could be a enemies to lovers trope. But I think in their mind, you're not an enemy. In their mind, you are their end game, or you're just someone who they really see as an end all be all person, as a relationship person. But I think it's gonna be a bit tough for you, and they understand that. But I'm seeing that they're not gonna take no for an answer. Obviously, when I say this, I mean it with reason. I don't mean it as this person is a horrible person. I don't mean it like that. I do think that they are gonna be reasonable, be logical, and I really do think that this could be someone who you would mistaken as someone with a bossy attitude, or with an argumentative personality, but they actually aren't. They're someone who's bright. They're someone who is going to highlight things in your life that you thought you've moved on from, or you thought you've healed from. But they are here to show you that maybe you just need a bit more work, and they're here to help you, and they are here to give you the relationship that they think you deserve. And I think at first when you see them, you're not gonna believe, because when you pray for getting things in your life, and you're praying every day to God, you're just wishing that things change and stuff, and when things don't change, you do get discouraged, right? And it puts you in this emotional halt, and eventually it just creates an emotional baggage. But I think that emotional baggage is going to be a factor here, like for you, but there's only so much that this person can understand. So I'm again hearing it from spirit to help you in helping yourself. Like you have to help yourself to feel better, and I'm feeling called to get these messages. These are my spirit messages, so I'm gonna pull a few. Like I actually was gonna just pull these at the end of like the tarot spread, but I am feeling like pulling these now, so I'm just gonna do it now. Oh, that just ran. Yeah, it's gonna be these. Ooh, so, ooh, wow. Okay, I am not joking. Guys, this is crazy. New surprise for you. This is a crucial time for you. Stage. Fire in the negative aspect, and I'm getting positive reinforcement. Worries, nightmare, overcoming. Sagittarius again, and here is the water, the Cancer that I was feeling. Let me just make sure that this whole thing is in focus, or at least you guys can see. I think I'm gonna I'm gonna pull cards, guys. I'm gonna pull a few more, so don't worry. But I felt like taking these, and here I almost want to say these messages fell on this Five of Wands, and for the Five of Wands, I want to mention that you're gonna be in a stage in your life where you are gonna be emotionally stunted. It's gonna be difficult for you to believe in the good things, and you are probably gonna not you're not really looking forward to love. You may look forward to it, but when it comes to you, it may not exactly feel safe. But I'm getting the message for you that you have to give yourself positive reinforcement. And the Cancer here, again, I feel like putting it here. The water is really calling to me. Like even before this, I mentioned the blue color. And so I think this surprise for you is going to be one that shakes up your world. It's going to be a whirlwind for you, as I wrote even before anything, right? I wrote this whirlwind for you. I feel like you have to help yourself, and you have to go with what spirit has written for you in order to accept this blessing, because this person is going to be a blessing for you. And I really want to see again like this person and how they're going to treat you, what's up, everything, right? So I'm going to ask spirit to help me understand this person's demeanor, this person's way of treating you, etc. with this card. So let's see. Ooh, 3 of cards reversed. Well, first of all, I'm getting that you could have been cheated on earlier, or you've just betrayed by your friends. I'm feeling that currently you may feel alone, but at the same time, I'm getting that this person is gonna be someone who's gonna be your end all be all. It's not that they are your end all be all just, but this person is gonna be someone who helps you help yourself, is what I'm really getting. I feel like they're gonna be here to help you. 3 of Cups is a card of celebration, is a card of unity, and you can see the pumpkins here and stuff. So it's a card of happy moments. It's a card of celebration, of unity, of friends, of people, of gatherings. And this being in reverse, and also the Cancer here, as we saw the Cancer earlier, is really telling me that you've been alone and you've experienced betrayals, but this person is a blessing for you. It's a surprise for you, and they're going to be someone who's going to complete your life. I'm feeling this person is going to be there for you, sweets. I feel like you felt alone, and you've asked God to just bring you someone who makes life easier, who helps you feel not alone. And I almost want to cough, and my throat is getting a bit choked up. And so I think I want to say that you've cried and stuff, but this is the end. This person coming in your life is going to be the end. And earlier today I was watching this video, and this couple, and like in that video, the guy was really someone who was just really funny and really out there, optimistic and all of those things, and the girl was more demure, more understanding, more soft spoken. And I really am getting that sort of dynamic here, where this person is someone who takes charge. This person is someone who, when you see them in their career avatar, or when you see them in their office, or when you see them out and about getting things, or even their face in general, is going to be quite stern. Is going to be, when you see them, you see a determined person. Like, okay, oh, this person has something on their mind, they have a goal. When they enter a store, that this person is there to get something, and they are gonna find it. It's not someone who you're gonna find just in the garden or walking and being chill and being calm. This is someone who gets their chill and gets their calm through adventure. This is someone who loves nature. The sunlight shining is really telling me that this is someone who loves going out, and they're gonna help you become adventurous as well. This is someone who always thinks about moving forward, and you're not gonna be a project for them to fix, right? Like, I really don't want you to feel that they're just here to fix you, or you're broken or anything. No, I think this is someone who loves giving. I really felt that even earlier before that. They are someone who really likes to nurture, and this is a masculine figure, I would assume, but obviously please take what resonates, and you're welcome here. Even I am someone who is a part of the LGBTQ, so please don't feel like these messages are only heteronormative. But I'm getting that this is a divine masculine. This is someone who does. This is someone who takes, but takes it rightfully and well. So I think that they really want to nurture you through their softness and through the I'm sorry. Ooh, my throat just. But I think you could almost feel like crying right now. Sweets, I'm so sorry you've had to go through that, but the surprise is really coming for you, and I want you to believe this. And I'm feeling like moving on from that. So you could be someone who, when you feel like crying, you just go, oh, I'm gonna move on, I'm really not gonna think about this, I'm gonna schedule a breakdown. I have to work, I have to do this, I have to do that. But no, this person is going to get your routine and get to know you. They want to know you. They're gonna put the efforts. It's going to be almost a routine, not in a creepy way, but it's going to be like if you know them from your workplace. So they're gonna see what you like. They're gonna just look at you and what kind of snacks or lunch you bring, or just how you talk. And if there's anything that you're mentioning to your friends, they're gonna try to chime in, and this person is going to ease in your life. Although it's going to be a surprise to you how good this person is, but I think they really are going to be nurturing and be kind with you, and they just want to see you shine. They want to give you the stage. I think this person believes that you deserve so much better, and they want to do it. And I'm hearing with the stage, I'm hearing that the stage is yours, and now is the time for you to shine. Okay, so I'm getting that this is the final card, and after that I am gonna pull the bottom of the deck. But for this, I really want to see how this whole situation is going to go. Is this a little date? Is this a full-blown relationship, a fling, or a good time, or what? So this is gonna be that, and then we're gonna see the bottom of the deck. Ooh, guys. the emperor, and the air symbol that I mentioned even before anything. Now you may, like, you may doubt my or you may not really like my drawing or my writing skills, but well, the proof is in the pudding. I am feeling like keeping this card like this now, but I think I'm gonna keep it like this for now, and I'm gonna talk. And I do think that this person is going to be someone who is looking forward to become the bestest version of themselves. And I think they see you in that, because I am getting that this person, I have to mention this. Sorry if I'm really just, stopping mid sentences and stuff, but the thing is that spirit keeps channeling messages through me, and I really don't want to just stop, and I really don't just want to not give you the message because I'm continuing one. So I really just have to mention this. Sorry. This is my first video, so please be kind to me, please understand me. But the message that I'm getting here is that this person is someone with the potential of an emperor. And one thing about divine masculine energy is that they want to nurture and they love feminine nature. Now obviously there are people who take this in a really wrong way, right? That they think that being a woman means being subservient or submissive. Now this is not that person, but I'm getting that this person is someone who really wants to nurture and give. And I do think that there could be a potential of this becoming sort of negative, where if you're not, if you don't take the train of their love, if you're not exactly reciprocating. And I just looked out of the window and I just looked at the flower, and there's a flower that's about to bloom, a flower bud, and the flower bud just really looked a bit sad and it's closed off. But like besides that is another flower that's bloomed, right? It's open. So I'm getting that if you don't reciprocate to them, this person has respect and they're just going to, I want to say, move on with a heavy heart. They are going to take all their love. If they see that you're not reciprocating, if they see that you're not interested, if you make it clear that you're not interested, then I think that there's a possibility that they leave. And I think that's why we have the negative fire here. Wow. Spirit, you are amazing. But I think this person is patient, but they are, obviously, one thing about fire energy is that they are impatient. But this person is going to be patient for you. But don't mistaken that for, or don't think that you can take all the time in the world and you can play hard to get. You can, but only till it's fun, not until the time runs out, not until the fire burns out. And you can see the dhoop just, the dhoop literally just now went off, like the ash right here. It's gone, but it's still quite, oh, it did actually hurt me. it was warm, to say the least. So I feel like even if the whole thing ends, even if you guys end, even if you decide to not accept this person's offer, I think they're going to be someone who's healthy. They're not going to be awful to you, but they're going to be respectful to themselves, and they are going to leave, they are going to move on. And I think spirit is warning you to not let a good thing go simply because it surprises you. One thing that I just channeled a few days ago was that, is it the instinct or is it the impact? Now what I mean by that, is it your instinct of leaving? Is it your instinctual fear? Is it your instinctual anxiety that's holding you back, that's telling you to stop, that's bringing fearful thoughts in your mind? Or is it the impact of a person? Is it the impact of a situation? Now for example, it could be that, are you instinctually fear of what the last person did to you? Oh wait, sorry. Are you afraid that what the last person did to you will be repeated and this person is also going to do that to you? So like if you've been cheated on in the past, or if you've been betrayed, Are you scared that this person is going to do the same thing? Is it your instinct? Or has this person cheated on you? Has this person disrespected you? Has this person hurted you? That makes you not believe them, that makes you push them away. Is it your instinct? Is it your brain asking you to be safe by leaving this person? Or is it the impact of this person? Is it the behavior of this person that is making you leave them? So I just want you to keep that in mind. And with that, okay, yeah. Are you holding yourself back? Are you, this is the card that I call my cheating on your destiny. Whenever I get this card, I get this, like when I get this for a person, like if this is a solo situation, the way I got right now, while I'm talking about the impact and the instinct and stuff, this is my card of overthinking, this is my card of deceit, and this is my card of cheating on your destiny. I say this a lot to my friends, and also I'm seeing the Aquarius here. So I feel like you could meet them around when Aquarius is highlighted. So currently Pluto is in Aquarius, but at the same time this could be like February. I don't think this person is a sun or a rising in fire sign. I'm getting this person could be a combination of sun, fire, and maybe water. I'm not getting earth as much, but they could be. But again, I just want to say, don't cheat on your destiny. Don't push something away that's really important for you and that's good for you. And I'm just gonna get into the bottom of the deck energy, but I'm feeling like taking these. So yeah, you have to tame your inner beast. You have to tame your fears, and you have to move on from everything, and you have to look at the positive side. You really just have to take it as a little adventure, as a little fun thing, and just see where universe takes you. I just a few days ago I came across this really beautiful Korean quote, or I think it was a Japanese quote. I think I heard someone mention that one of the ways that people shoo away their fears, right, is by saying, just try it, just trick yourself and just pretend that somebody tricked you into trying this. Just pretend that, like, what's the worst that can happen? Like let me just see what happens, right? And I think that page of wands is that, let me just see how this person treats me. Let me just go out on a date with them. Let me just give them a try. Let me just see what God has for me. And I think that card really signifies, because you have the angel here tempering your emotions. You have the angel here supporting. You have the angel here helping you out. But you also have to be there for you as you help yourself. Like, you really can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped. And yeah. Tower. Ooh. Okay, so when I said this person is going to be a whirlwind for you, honey, I was not joking. And I'm seeing the number 16. I'm seeing the Mars symbol. So the Tower card, if you don't know the Tower card is a card of, let's just read it: sudden changes, upheavals, chaos, revelations, disaster, awakening, release, sudden insight. And I think this person is going to feel like that. This person is going to feel like sunlight shining on your face after you slept for 2 to 3 days. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine how awful it's going to feel and how difficult it's going to be for your eyes to adjust? Obviously, it's not going to be that easy. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that after just a slew of negative events, after just going through harsh endings, heartbreaks, ends, falls, etc., it's going to be difficult for you to believe that this person exists. Like, how people say that, oh, I've lost my faith in love. I don't believe that there are good things out for me. But I think that's what this person is going to come, and they're going to just show you. And again, I just want to show the arrow and like the Sagittarius symbol. I really felt that. And again, Mars. So this again, this tells me that this person is quite a masculine, because we're not exactly seeing a lot of feminine energies, but that is the healthy masculine, that is the good masculine. And yeah, I think that's your reading for this part. Wait, don't leave yet. Another message that I'm gonna get is that this person is the traditional type to believe in relationships, in marriages, in long-term partnerships. This isn't someone who's going to, want to experiment, and they're gonna include you in the experiment and have someone else. Like, I don't think this person is that kind of a person. So I want you to be relieved and not really I want you to calm yourself if these are your thoughts, because that's not what's going to happen. And this person is someone who believes in equality and in giving equal and taking equal, because I think they understand that in a relationship, and for a relationship to really work and to work well, two people have to work together, and they are ready for that. But I think that's also another thing that would be a turn off. Like it's fine if you're playful, but it's not fine if you're outright rude and you're showing that you're completely not interested in them. Because if that's the case, and if you're actually not interested, then they will leave you alone, because they're not, an awful person. They're not a kidnapper. They're not someone who wants to be a threat to they're not someone who wants to be a threat. And I want you to see that again. Like, I felt like cutting this card, and I got the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is the card of fulfillment, wish fulfillment. So this is a dream come true for you, a wish come true, obviously. But I'm also getting this male person here who's showing that he's fulfilled in himself. He is an individual. He's not someone who's lacking, and he's not someone who is up to take from you, is what I'm getting. One second, let me just understand what that means. This person is not waiting to snatch away whatever is yours. They're not someone who wants to. This person is not selfish. They are fulfilled in themselves, and they want to give to you as well. But they're not someone who's going to take away your happiness, or take away your rights, or take away your emotions. They're not someone who's going to make you feel inadequate and pretend as if you're the one who's the problem. Or this person isn't going to be selfish in a way that feels wrong. This person is fulfilled. This person is an individual who is emotionally equipped to deal with the feminine energy. Because sometimes the emperor can be someone who's overbearing, authoritarian person who's just awful. But that's not what I'm getting. This person is equipped and knows how to deal with women. It can be that they really love their mom, and they have sisters or nieces and nephews. I think this person is really kind, so you don't really have anything to worry about. Okay, that was the card section. Now, sweethearts, I have something special for you. I have a few messages for you here that I really want you to take a look at. I'm gonna pull a few, and these are gonna signify messages from them. A disclaimer that these are kinda adult, so yeah, that's that. Keep that in mind, because here they come. So, distance between us is painful. This person is going to be sad whenever you are away from them. This is someone who's clingy, as I was saying earlier before, that this is someone who, just like Leo or an Aries, this person feels clingy, and they really just want to be around you all the time. And distance between you both is painful. I'm getting that if you're someone who works in an office with them, it's gonna hurt them to be away from you on the weekends. So they could send you a message, or reels, or jokes, or whatever here and there. Another thing, Splash that water on me. Water sport. Ooh, this person really wants to give you it all. Really want to give it all to you. But also, I'm getting that, like, water is emotions. So I'm getting that they want you to throw a tantrum, but they want you to throw a tantrum at them. They don't want you to leave them and go somewhere else. They want to help you, but they want you to reciprocate. They want you to help them in understanding you and stuff. Oh, come on, don't leave me. It can be that easy, babe. Guys, I'm not joking, okay, when I say this. They find you really hot, you little vixen. But what I was saying here is that this message just tells me, this come on, don't leave me, it can be that easy, babe, is that they really can't be away from you, and that they don't want you to give up on the future that you guys can have. They don't want you to leave them alone because they really want to see you in their future. They want to see you with them. This is someone who's quite commitment focused, I'm feeling. Drinking. You can meet them while you're out drinking, while you're out partying with friends, or while you're having fun with people, or for like an office party or something. Throw it back, baby. Do it right. Perfect for one night. Oof. I think they're gonna be really attracted to you in an adult way. I do think that this could be how you see this person, that just because they're into these things is that they're not going to be someone who's into having a relationship with you or something. But that's not the case. This sweethearts, lovelies, this is someone who really understands the balance of the feminine energy, and also understands that balance is necessary. So this person is not going to handle you rough, or they're not going to insult you in a way that feels, I'm sorry, this person isn't someone who's going to disrespect you by doing too much or by pushing you for something. Like, I'm not getting that. This person has those moments, obviously, because everyone has adult needs, but I'm not getting that that's all that they want, or that they just focus on that one thing. No, I'm not getting that. But anyways, the next, okay, nazar, evil eye, protection, away from each other. So I am getting that you could be away from each other here, like for now, because this little message of mine is a message that shows that when people see you guys together. Obviously, I'm an Indian person, I'm from India, and so we say nazar means that someone is giving you evil eye, someone is looking at you, and whatever you have, they want it for themselves. And it can, I mean, not that it can, it is a negative thing. So I'm seeing that away from each other says that this person thinks that when you guys are going to be together, people are going to eye you guys up and down. They're going to, like we say this thing in Hindi, ke jodi achhi hai, they are good for each other, they match each other. And I think that's what people are going to see. So when they see you two together, they are really just going to put that nazar on you both. And like, you may at times be really shy and feel like going away from them, or like taking a step away from them, and this push and pull, and also like just not being too lovey-dovey in crowds and stuff. But I think this person really just wants to say that they want to show you off, they want to be with you, they want to make you feel like you're important, because you are important to them. And with that, my lovelies, I think this is it for the reading. It actually went on way too long than I expected, or than I initially planned it to be. But it's fine, because I'm here to give messages, and this is the message that I was getting. So I hope you enjoyed it. And before you go, just know that when life gives you something good that you've been praying for so long, take it, accept it. Your prayers don't fall on deaf ears. They are just energy that is getting accumulated to be served to you after a while. So please just accept all the good things and let this person into your life. And thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down whatever is resonating. And please let me know if you like this video, and because this is my first video, so please just let me know if there's anything that I can do better. And I'm so sorry for the background noise, but I really can't help this. Thank you for being here. If you want a personal reading from me, the information is in the description below, and you can go to my site, or you can just message me on Instagram. You can do anything. Thank you for being here. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey Paltu, how are you? Hi, welcome to your reading, and today's topic is what's coming next in love. So we're just gonna get into it actually, because before starting your reading, when I was setting these piles up, a bit of ash fell on this little pyrite stone. And not only, wow, oh god, like I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of construction around, but the minute I stopped speaking, the minute I stopped talking, it stopped too. Wow, amazing. I think that's a message too, but let me finish the message that I was initially giving you, is that the ash fell on this stone, this little pyrite stone, and then it again fell on the cards. So I feel like smoke is necessary here. Like smoking could be protecting your energy, or it could be the fact that you've been burned by this person, or this person has inflamed you, is passionate, but it's a bit difficult to be with them. This person is someone who I think also the construction noise around me, the hammering, it's really telling me that this could be someone whom you've dealt with before, and it's difficult to be with them because you both really just clash. And I feel like they could come towards you again. And I feel like this is not your first run with them. This has gone on for a while. And just when you think the situation has ended, they come back to you. They pull you towards them, and they pull on your energy. And I think that could be a message, but if that doesn't resonate, then it's fine. Let's see what the cards say though. Now keep in mind that I haven't actually seen what the card says, or whatever. So let's see what card you get. 3 of Wands in reversed. Well, this is again my card of, I know that this card is about planning, and it's about looking forward and moving on, or looking into the future. But what I'm getting with this is that you've currently ended a situation with a person. Now when I say end, I don't actually see a breakup. I see more of like someone that you were dating, or someone that you were in a situationship with. But I think the fact that I almost said relationship, but then I didn't complete it, tells me that it could be the beginning of a relationship. So this could be like a false start. You were looking forward to be with them. You had planned things, and you thought that this was gonna be a long-term thing. But something came up, something came to the light, and things may have ended. I'm seeing that you could have found something on their phone or somewhere. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing because I don't think it's funny, but the thumping in the background is just not stopping. And like I can't help but take that as a message that this person can be incessant in their ways with you, and they've been just pushing you to be with them. You know, this could be someone who begged you to be in a relationship with them, begged you to go out with them, gone crazy during the talking stage, but the minute that you give them a chance is when they just want to pull away, and you know, they want to play games. I think this is an immature person. I'm getting that. I think this really is someone who thinks that dating and relationships are about playing games. I think this person could be someone who's grown up around people who have just made fun of marriage, relationships, partnerships, and I think their upbringing has led them to believe that these things are, you know, not to be taken seriously. I'm really getting that this is someone who thinks that they like the idea of a relationship, and they do, but the minute that they're getting serious with someone, I think they back off. I think this could be a situation where they could have broken your trust, they could have betrayed you, they could have crossed your boundaries when it comes to what you expect them to do in a relationship. They could have played it foul. I really am getting that. You know, even though this isn't the card that signifies cheating, I am really getting that, and I'm feeling like I should pull this one card. I actually have your cards, like two of your major cards pulled out, and I'm supposed to take them, but I feel like taking this card first, so I'm just going to talk about it. And also, while I was doing pile 1's reading, I accidentally pulled your cards in their situation, and obviously like the message that I got for them was different, right, during their pile. But what I'm getting here is that, again, like this could be a false start, this could have been a false start, but I think you're still in this situation. You're even now keeping yourself you're involved with this person mentally, and I don't know, like there are just so many, like I don't know what the sound is. Like there's another sound now, like with the construction, like that. I have no idea what that is. I'm not sure how much you can hear it, but it's really distracting me. And I am looking at the birds, I'm looking at the clouds, and the reading, and the sun during pile 1's reading was really bright, and like, you know, it was coming and going in intervals. But this whole time, like during your like reading, like, but for your reading so far, it has just been behind the clouds, like it's dull, and I am taking a lot of pauses. Now obviously you don't know me, so you may not know this, but I am quite a yapper, so this is odd for me, to say the least. But anyways, let's take a look at this card, and then I'll mention the message that I was getting at first, like with the with mistaking your cards for pile 1's cards. Like I will mention that as well, but I feel like I should just mention this message before. Death. See, I really do feel that this situation ended, and it was a short situation. Now the Death card is a Scorpio card. It's a card of transformation. It's a card of endings, and with endings come beginnings. But the fact that both of these cards, now I need you to also understand the dichotomy, the opposition between these cards, because let me show you. Upright, the 3 of Wands is preparation, progress, foresight, enterprise, expansion, overseas opportunities, and it's also a card that helps you move forward. That is your card of movement. It's of leaving where you are currently. It's of moving forward. It's of leaving the place that you're currently in, the situation that you're currently in, the people that you're currently with, a lot of the times as well. But that's the 3 of Wands. And the Death card is an ending, it's change, it's transformation, it's metamorphosis, end of a cycle. And so these two cards being together just shows a dichotomy between them, and the dichotomy is of ending and beginning, right? Expansion, death. It really tells me that this person is someone who's frivolous and who doesn't last long in relationships. And I really want to stop right now with the with the background noise, but I'm not sure if I should do that because I'm getting the message from spirit to continue on with this reading. But you can see, like, we have 3 here and we also have 13 with the death card, and both of these cards, like both Aries and Scorpio, both are ruled by Mars. So it's really telling me that this person is someone who has the audacity to leave situations for adult things from other people, right? They are someone who needs favors, adult favors. They are someone who needs more people than one in their relationship, in their situation. I don't think this is someone who you could have expected loyalty from, I'm just getting disappointment. I'm so sorry that this reading and my sentences here sound broken, but I think it's me channeling the energy of this person and I'm really unable to speak. I think when you ask this person answers, they give you duplicitous energy. They always try to avoid your questions. This energy is, I really would suggest you stay away from them and that you end this cycle, right? Because it's just gone on for too long, and the message that I'm getting is, like, for death card, my death card is my card of flowers wilting. It's my card for fruits ripening. And when a fruit ripens on a tree, the longer you keep it on the tree, the longer it's gonna rot. That's why it's important to pluck a tree and not pluck a tree, but it's important to pluck the fruit before it rots. And that, one could say, is the ending of the fruit, and it is the ending of that little cycle of the tree. But it's actually not. It is really necessary for us to pluck the flower before it rots and remove the fruit and enjoy it before it completely rots. And obviously the tree is not going to eat that. So that death card for me is my card of take something out before it becomes a hassle. End a cycle before it rots you from the inside. And this reversed really tells me that you're stuck between a place of, should I give this person another chance? Should I be with them? Should I give in to my lower mind, my lower energies? Should I just give in to it and go with this person again simply because I've known them for longer? Or should I move on to something better? Should I move on from the place that I know holds no good thing for me? And again, I'm so sorry for the background noises and also how I'm speaking right now, but I think this really shows this person's energy. But moving on, I'm gonna take the cards that I had originally intended for you to take, and let's see what these cards are. Now, obviously the topic is what's coming next in love for you, but I think this card, like this energy and this person's energy, shows me that they are gonna try to come back, but this time it's in your hands. Like, it really is in your hands to end this cycle in order to begin a new one. And the way I'm pausing really tells me that you have to be patient. This person, okay, wait, let me just see what the cards are right before. Let me just, Three of Swords in reverse, and we have the Two of Swords in reverse. So you have two swords cards, and I'm getting called to take the spirit messages. So these are some of the handmade cards that I made to include in these readings. We're gonna see what spirit has to say about this whole situation with this person. I'm just gonna take the cards that I feel like I should take. Through others, it'll be done. Take some rest. Fire, but the negative aspect. Inebriation is the issue here. Oof. And 999. Ooh, I also have the stop finding faults and flaws message here. Okay, so let's get into this. Obviously, if you know anything about tarot, or even by just seeing these cards, you can tell that Three of Swords is a card of heartbreak. It's a card of going through something. It's a card of experiencing pain. But it isn't reversed. So that tells me that you have made up your mind that you have to leave this person. You made the decision in your mind and in your heart, and I'm getting the word samjhauta first of all. It's a Hindi word which means you've negotiated with your heart and you helped it understand that this situation is not good for you and that you're supposed to leave it. And inebriation is the issue here. Like when I pulled this card and when I was reading this message, it really told me that what this means is that being drunk in love, or just putting a blindfold on your eyes is not the solution here, because it's only going to muddle your decisions. Like, you are aware that you're supposed to leave this person and that this person is not good for you. They're frivolous and they are not giving you what you need, but at the same time they are selfish enough to not leave you and they just want to keep you with them, and that's why they keep coming back to your life. They're coming back to you and pretend that they're gonna change, etc. But we know that they are not going to change, because I was actually getting the energy of that. So I really think that this person I'm getting a negative aspect in your life. This person is someone who's holding you back from moving on. Like, it's not that you are weak and that you're not able to move on. It's that the cycle of them coming back keeps you stuck. And also, let's talk about the Two of Swords. Now, Two of Swords, as you can see, is a card in which a woman is sat there blindfolded with two swords in her hands. Now, this card for me really just shows indecision. This card talks about difficulties in deciding what's right, and the water behind her signifies emotions. Now, even though she has to make a decision with her mind, the decision is going to be influenced with water, because obviously all the decisions that we take depend on our emotions, depend on how we feel about the person, the thing, the situation, whatever the thing is, right? So it tells me that this decision that you're making, or that you've made, or that you are supposed to make now, is about ending a situation with this person. It's about ending the cycle of heartbreak, because 999 here also signifies the ending of a situation. And I saw the message while showing you, like I almost turned the card, so I think I should read this as well. Oh, the challenges are over. Yeah, so I think Spirit is signifying that the challenges are over, but the way it almost fell on this Two of Swords tells me that the challenges are over when you allow it to be over. And so I really think the decision is in your hands. And I am getting that I should unblock this energy for you. And obviously unblocking Three of Swords is not exactly the move anyone wants to do, right? Because upright, this card is about heartbreak. Reverse, this card is about like healing, is moving on, it's about going through something awful. But I think unblocking them and putting them upright is going to help you make the decision. It's going to unblock the energy, and it's going to help you change the situation. And as I said that, the sunlight is just blaring through right now and it really is in my eye, but anyways, that's not what I want to talk about, because I am seeing this card is really getting highlighted and I feel like I should take it. Ooh, Five of Swords in reversed. Now this card came in the previous pile as well, but don't worry, I have shuffled the cards, so it's, obviously it means something different for you, and I am seeing what it means. Let me just adjust this real quick so that I can make place for the cards as well. I'm going to keep this here. Oh, I didn't talk about this. So through others it will be done. Through others it will be done tells me that if you don't end this situation, then God will, then universe will. Ooh, again, 10 of Wands. What is going on, baby? What's going on? I think the spread is complete here, but I do actually want to take one more card for you. I know this is not the most coherent spread, so I know a lot of you are gonna be mad at me and not exactly fond of how I keep my cards, but here you go. You could have OCD, you could be someone who really likes to organize things, and I think that also tells me that you really thought that giving this person a chance would mean that you could help them improve, you could help them better their ways, but that didn't exactly happen. And I also want you to see that things here are in a succession. Like you could see the Three of Wands, 3 plus 1 for the death becomes 4, 2 for Two of Swords, 3 for the Three of Swords, and then 5, and then 10, and then after 5 comes 6 of Swords. So I really want you to see that this situation isn't over, but you aren't stuck in the same situation either. The situation is moving, but you have to go through the transition, you have to go through the hard part, the hard bits, and it's not going to be easy. It never is. Like that's what I'm hearing from Spirit, that it's not an easy thing for you, but beyond this, like the minute you cross the bridge, you're gonna get everything that you want. You're gonna be free from this situation, you're going to be free from this person and their shackles, and you are going to free yourself from all the burdens and from all the pain that this person has inflicted on you. I think this Five of Swords really just showed me that, like, the message that I'm getting when I see this card is that this person is selfish and they are just here to take, and I feel like this card signifies you, the 10 of Wands, and you're just tired of their behavior, you're tired of taking whatever they give, and you're tired of everything that you've had to go through at the expense of your heart, at the expense of the love, or I don't want to say love, but I want to say at the expense of how fond you were of them. You really thought that they were the one, or maybe not the one, but you really thought that this person was a good candidate for you, or a good person for you to date, to be with. They could have been your friend before this, or at least you could have met them through friends, etc. I feel like, but I think the right thing to do here is to move on from them and to stop yourself from hurting. I think that's the best thing that you can do for yourself, is to take rest and be away from them. It's very clear to me, Spirit is showing me that this person is not good for you, and I was getting the message way before the reading even started that this person is here to just mess up with your brain. I feel like there's someone who calls you at night, like the moon, or this person could think about you a lot, but I don't think this person is taking you seriously in a way that you deserve to be taken seriously. This person could call you after they drink. This person could call you when they, are getting adult feelings, when they are interested in doing things. But I think time and again you've just been shown that giving into them and to being with them and giving them what they want has just never amounted to anything good. So spirit really just wants you to move on from them. Spirit really wants you to leave the situation. And I'm feeling like reading the upright messages of this card, so I'm going to read it for you. It says conflict, disagreements, competition, defeat, winning at all costs, sneakiness, bullies, theft, abusive relationships. And what I'm getting here, and also the 5 just was highlighted to me again. What I'm getting here is that this person put you in situations where you had to choose your self-respect or choose this person's desires. They put you in positions where you really felt like you had to hurt yourself and hurt your heart to keep them. And it's just not you who you are. This is not how you're supposed to be treated. Like, that. But the way I am experiencing difficulties in talking tells me that you know what's right. Like, you're the high priestess. But at the same time, you're just unable to accept that. You're unable to respect yourself because you have too much to give, and you really think that this person is the right person to give all that kindness to, all that love to, or all that nurturing to. More than love, I'm getting nurturing, because I'm getting that this person just takes and takes. And this card just like moved a bit when I was touching the deck, so I really want to just see what this card is. But in general, before taking that card, I really just want to mention that that this situation is wrong and how you're being treated here isn't correct. But with a heavy heart, like even with a heavy heart, you're just not able to move forward. You're not able to say no to this person. Maybe it's something that they're doing, or maybe it's the way they talk, or maybe they are making you feel a certain way. But the way you feel is much more important, pile 2. I really want you to know that this is your world and your life, and your happiness depends on you and your decisions and your emotions. Regardless of how someone treats you, that you're meant to be treated well, and you're meant to be treated way better than what's going on right now. So I think in general, what's next for you in love is moving on from the situation that you're in. And when I say move on, I don't mean just emotionally move on. I mean removing yourself from the situation that you're currently in, sweetheart. This is not how you're supposed to be treated. Like, baddie, what are we doing? We're not supposed to go back to someone. I really am getting that this wasn't even a relationship. And if this was, then like obviously get out of it. Even if it was a relationship, like it doesn't matter. This person really is not good for you. So what's coming next is removing yourself from a situation that is just not right for you. And let me just take that card, because I'm really feeling the need to take that card, because I feel like spirit has messages for you. But yeah, what I'm saying is that this is not how you're meant to be treated. You're not this is not you're not meant to be treated like that, because you're the freaking empress. Like, girl, honey, babe, brother, what the hell? I'm sorry. Sweetheart, lovely angel of God, and the apple of my eye, and my lovely viewer, you are meant to experience love. You're not meant to experience heartbreak. You're not meant to be in situations that make you doubt your self-worth. You're not meant to be in situations that hurt your heart. You're not meant to stay in places where you're not respected, not valued, and where you're not appreciated. And the window is creaking because it's currently raining and the wind is really just rampant right now. So that's why if you hear any noise, it's the window, and I apologize for that. But if you've noticed, or like I'm not really sure if you did or you didn't, but I definitely did, that the hammering and the construction noises have actually subsided a lot. And they've subsided as I'm talking about you, and as I'm talking about the fact that you have to leave. And they were just going crazy when I was talking about this person. So I think it also shows that the mental clutter, the agony, the hurt, the pain that you're going through right now, and the self-doubts, the am I really made for this? Am I not? Am I just meant to be in situations as such? Is no one going to really take me seriously? Am I really gonna have to put myself in situations that don't feel good to me? Like, all these thoughts that you have, like, and all, like, everyone that makes you feel like this is supposed to leave you. You are supposed to leave them, and they are not meant for you, because you're the empress, baby, and you're the queen, you're the queen of the queens, and you're supposed to be treated like that. You're not supposed to be treated as a third, or you're not supposed to be treated as a candidate. You're not supposed to be treated like a one-time thing. You're just not that. And spirit really wants you to know this, because I feel like, at night you may cry, at night you may feel horrible, you may feel awful about yourself, and I feel like after a while you're gonna just be in a position where like you're gonna do much better. And when you're in that position, you're just gonna ask yourself that why did I put myself in that situation? Why did I stay there? Why did I not leave earlier? Why did I listen to someone who was just viewing me as an object, who was viewing me as and who was not valuing me? I feel like this person isn't even looking at you. Like, I'm so sorry when I say this, but I really feel like this person, in their interactions with you, they are not there. Like, this person is, and my throat is hurting right now, and I'm so sorry if you're getting emotional, but I've been in a situation like this before, where the person that I was with, it wasn't exactly a relationship with, but that person, because I was so giving, because I was so loving, and because I was doing all these things for them, because when we started things, it was his birthday. So obviously, if it's someone's birthday, you're gonna pamper them and stuff. And so, and obviously it's also in my nature to be pampering and loving and caring. So whatever I used to do for him, he used to not take it as, oh, this person is so nice and I'm so grateful for her. He used to take it as, I must be really cool. He took it as, I'm so amazing that this girl is doing this for me. And while ending things with him, he said this one thing to me that really clicked, and I was like, wow, it was just me in that situation. And he said to me that, because I got you, I thought that I could do better. And I wish I could just show you the screenshots, but I don't think I should. But yeah, I think this person is not with you. They're not seeing you. They're not even, they may not know they may not know what you like to eat. They have no clue about anything about you, because I'm not even getting words to form this sentence. Like, I'm not getting anything, my love. And I think that is so awful. That's such an injustice to the Empress, like the Empress. And I'm so sorry you have to go through this, but I really think this is the ending of the situation. This is the end of a cycle, and what's coming next in love for you is the end of a cycle. You know that you're supposed to leave this cycle, and you are going to leave, right? You're going to leave, right, honey? Please, please, baby, pretty please. I hope you leave, because this is not right. This is not how you're supposed to be treated. And I know this isn't how I'm supposed to do a reading, but I really am getting that this person must have seen what you offer, and this person must have seen how well dressed you are, how put together you are, how good you are, and how progressive you are, how you're achieving your goals, and how you're doing all of it while being flawless, how nurturing, giving, loving, caring you are. And this person wanted all of that to themselves, and they wanted that, as well as they wanted to just not value you. They wanted to take from you. And because you are an Empress, you are not gonna let that happen. You're not gonna be disrespected. You're not gonna stay in situations as such. And I think you realize that this isn't the place for you to stay. And I think that is the beginning of a new cycle where you move on from this person, you move on from the situation, not just emotionally, but completely leaving that person behind. And I'm getting that this person is going to regret, as they always do. They're going to come back as they always do, but I think this time really you have to put an end to it. So that is what's coming next in love for you. But wait there, don't leave yet. I have this little dessert segment for you. Now these are messages, and they have some lovely messages. They have some obviously disrespectful and fuckboy kind of messages, and I think you should take a look. I think you should. So I'm just gonna, pull a few. Oh, Carmen. Now, this is my card of. Well, let me explain. Carmen is a song from Lana Del Rey, and this song talks about an adult worker, a adult life offering person. Her name was Carmen, basically, is the meaning of the song, where she goes and she has all these adventures, but she's empty inside. She's not happy with what's happening, and this fell on the Three of Swords. And this card, when I first wrote it, this was actually one of the first cards that I made, and when I first wrote this card, I was getting that message that this is also going to be my cheating card. This is going to be my hurt and betrayal card. And the fact that this card came out really just shows me that this person has put you in situations where you were hurt, where you were betrayed, where you were put in a compromised position, where you were made to feel awful, right? Basically, if I'm really not going to sugarcoat, I feel like this person put you in third party, or this person crossed your boundaries of relationships or anything, and they really just hurted you and they made you feel awful. And also the fact that, I never really mentioned the message that I was getting with the fact that I accidentally took your cards as pile one's cards. The message that I'm getting now, again, about, that earlier thing that I did, was that this person could have I'm getting this person could have swapped you, could have been with one person and then been with another, and then they try to also have you, they come back, they're just creating a mess here, and I don't want you to experience that, sweetie. I really don't want you to. Anyways, the next message is that fake shit. This person is fake. We know. A lot more than just friend. I think this person knows that, like, you guys are more than friends. Obviously you have been, but I think they don't want to accept it. They don't want to they don't want to admit that they can have feelings for you. I think they really just want to have their cake and eat it too, you know. And that's not how the world works. Pile two's person. Anyways, next message is from the back. For the streets, run. Wow. I mean, what else could I say? Pile two. I really don't know. For the streets, run from the back. Not a single love message. I would like for you to go check out pile one's messages, and maybe see what kind of sweet messages they got, and then compare yours. Because what the hell? Okay, what the hell is this? This is not good. And earlier I didn't finish this message, or I didn't really mention this. So I think what God and what the universe wants you to do is to stop finding faults and flaws in yourself. They really just want you to understand that this isn't you, it's them. And if you won't take the decision to end the situation with them, then it'll be done through someone else. Through others it'll be done is my card of divine intervention, but through people. So you will be put in more third party situations if you don't leave, because this person is not taking you seriously, and your heart is too big to have someone who doesn't deserve to be there. And I don't want your Empress heart to be to nurture and love someone who does not deserve even a single bit of your kindness. So that's it. That's what's coming next in love for you. It is moving on from people and situations that have jeopardized your self-respect and your character, and it's leaving behind someone who put you in a position of hurt and of betrayal. And you have to choose yourself, and you have to also remember that being in a third party, or being in any situation where someone puts you in a competition with other person, doesn't mean that you are less. It means that they are not valuing you, and it has nothing to do with you. I really want you to know that. And I'm so sorry for all the auditory distractions and the fact that I wasn't able to really speak clearly. But I really believe that this was me channeling their energy. And yeah, take some rest. I hope to see you in my next video. And if you want to book a personal reading, then please reach out to me through my website or my Instagram DMs. Anything is fine. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and also comment if you would like. I'm really grateful you were here, and thank you for watching. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Now, as you know, today's topic is what's coming next in love. I have this card for you, but before I reveal that card, I have to let you on a little something, right? I have to let you in on a little something. Actually, two things. One is that you got two cards. Yeah, you got two cards, which is one extra card than any of the other piles. So first of all, it's our secret, and don't let either of those piles know. But yeah, I got an extra card for you. And also that, in the beginning when I was showing the three piles, this little bracelet, first of all, just take a look. Just look at how beautiful it is. It is so gorgeous. And the sunlight really isn't doing any justice. My camera isn't doing any justice to it, but it really is beautiful. I'll show you in a better lighting, like after a while. But I'm just gonna get on with the video now. So first of all, you got an extra card, but also something else that happened was that I got a little sneak peek of your cards, which I did not for any of the other cards, like for any of the other piles. I didn't see which cards they got or anything, but I got to see the cards that you got, and this is going to be an interesting one. But let me tell you all the messages that I got before before getting into your reading. So those messages were that this is going to be an apology. What's next for you is, first of all, an apology, and second of all, a lot more preparation. Like, I'm seeing the color green, and I'm seeing that someone is preparing stuff for you. Like, the word that I'm getting is foliage, first of all. But yeah, I really think that someone's gonna put a lot of efforts for you. I really don't want to bluff and say that this is a past person, although it really could be. Also, definitely, because I have taken a look at your cards, so like, I do know what this could mean. But at the same time, even the messages that I was getting intuitively did say that this could be an apology that you're gonna get. And well, yeah, I'm just taking a look at this bracelet because I felt called to hold it. And you know, I'm looking at these stones here. Now, if you see that these other pyrite stones are really shiny and all, and then you just have like a few rocks here, like a random not really shiny ones, and it is so clear that it's just not a pyrite. Like, I'm sorry, it could be, but it's not as shiny as the others, and they are quite pointy and they hurt. They actually do hurt when I wear them. At times they do just dig into my skin. And what this tells me is that you've been in a cycle with this person. This could be someone that you're in a relationship with, or this could be like a soulmate, like a kindred spirit that you've known for a while and that you've had a history with. Now, this could mean that you've maybe been with them before this, but this could also mean that you were both always close but just never close enough to be something officially. But what I was getting with this was that, you know, the stone almost signifies a break in a cycle. And this could mean that this is someone that you've experienced something with but had to put a break on, had to put a halt on, had to put a stop on. And I think, because I know, I'm saying this because I know your cards, which I'm going to show you, but I think this is someone who really wants to make it right, who wants to change things, do things for the better. And while I was preparing your piles, when I kept this bracelet on pile number 3, this bracelet almost took the shape of a star, and I really thought that that was something that I should mention. So yeah, these were your pre-messages. Now let's get into your main cards. Well, I saw this and I saw this too, but you know what, actually this card was in reversed when I first saw it. But I have messages for you, of course I do. So yeah, let's get into this. So pile 3, I actually took a little break from your reading because the construction sound just got too loud, and it was clear that I was not going to be able to continue the reading without constantly being interrupted, and I really didn't want your reading to be that. So I took a break, and also when I was on my little break, I ate something, right? I ate like a few dates and a banana and stuff. And I think that is also tied in with your reading, because as I said before that, you know, I really do think that, like how in this bracelet there are like a few rocks and stuff here and there, this reading is also going to be about someone whom you took a break from, or who took a break from you, because things just got too much for them to handle. And yeah, I think that is the gist of this reading, and I really don't want to talk about someone from the past, but I think this is clear. But all the other messages that I was getting really just show me that this time whoever this person is that's coming back in your life, we're going to talk about that. But I really just want to give a little quick gist that this person coming back, okay, spirit, can we wait? I really want to, yeah. This person who's coming back is coming back with intention. They are someone who, I was getting a lot of preparation, I was getting a lot of preparing, doing, apologizing, doing things right. I really was getting it. And I think this time, whoever this person is who's coming next for you is someone who understood how they hurt you or how them leaving affected you. This person, let's talk about it. This person is a King of Pentacles. Now, it really doesn't matter what the gender of this person is, right? Because this reading is meant for everyone here. Everyone is welcomed. So, this energy, this person's energy is represented by King of Pentacles, and it shows me that this is someone who, at first, because I'm looking at this card and I'm not able to take my eyes off of the crown, off of his head, the crown on his head, and also these bulls. So it really is showing me that this person was someone who took their logic, took their practicality, took their day-to-day responsibilities really seriously. And this person, I'm gonna say he because this is the King of Pentacles, but obviously you can change the pronouns or the gender of the person as you want. But this person, he always had work on his mind, he always had things on his mind, and he was extremely stubborn about it, you know. As you can see the bull here, that signifies like the Taurus, because this is a King of Pentacles, so this is someone who is an earth sign. So this is showing me that this person could have mishandled you. This person probably didn't understand you and didn't care for you in the way that you needed to be cared for, that you needed to be taken care of. I'm seeing that I'm looking out the window and I just saw a fly sit on a flower. Now obviously fly is, you know, a house fly is not exactly the insect for a flower or for like a plant, but the fact that that house fly went and sat on the leaf tells me that this person miscalculated things. You know, rather than sitting on some sort of food, this fly sat on the leaf. Now the leaf is for bees, or the flowers are for bees and hummingbirds and whatever, but this person miscalculated the impact of their actions on you. And I think this was from sincere energy. Now, so far, obviously these are just 2 cards, but the messages that I'm getting are very clear by this. And I am very aware of how I'm talking and what I'm talking about and everything around me. And also the fact that I took a break. I really felt like mentioning it rather than just being a normal cut. Like, obviously you guys wouldn't have known that there was a cut in between or anything, but I definitely felt like mentioning it. So I do think that this person is aware of their behavior and of what they've done previously, and they are also someone who takes responsibilities and takes justice and their actions seriously. So I do think that this person is aware of where they went wrong and everything that they've done, and they are admitting to the pause that they caused in your connection, in your relationship, in your situation, whatever this was. Oh my god, no way, wait, this, oh my god, I have to show this. This bracelet just made a heart, like as I'm talking as I'm talking about it, guys. Oh god, I don't know, man. You know, there are times where I doubt myself if any of this is even real, and things like this just happen, and obviously other things also happen, and then more things happen, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I can't deny, yeah, just like this person, I can't deny the existence of, you know, God and universe, etc. I think this person also has admitted to themselves that they just cannot ignore, and they cannot pretend that there's nothing between you both. I think this person really wanted to focus on their path, focus on things, and not as much on a new person or like an equation. And I think they took you for granted in a way that they thought that you're just gonna be here, like, you know, this pentacle in his hand. He is the king of pentacle, he is the king, so obviously the pentacle will be there. But I think the situation caused you to take yourself out of their life, or maybe they left. But whatever the situation was, I think there was a break in between you both, and I think this person is planning on coming back. They are planning, and this is a mature person. This is someone that you've known. This is someone that, because also this bracelet, I bought this bracelet 2 years ago almost, and this was one of my first stones, and I've always cherished it and I loved it. But you know, whenever I touch it, it sort of creates like a gray like it leaves a gray little like smudge, or smudges of the pyrite stone, or whatever you want to call. I mean, not that whatever you want to call, but you know, the smudges or like whatever. I do get those whenever I wear this bracelet, and also this hurts a bit. So that's why I usually avoid wearing it, but I just love it so much that I wear it anyways. And so that is also telling me that this situation has been going on for a while, but this person's admitting now finally. This person wants to make things right. And on that note, I really do want to see what the next couple of cards are. So these are the 2 cards. Actually, these are the 3 cards. Again, you got another extra card. For all the other piles, I took only 2 cards, but for you, I'm getting 3. And let's get into these cards. I'm gonna keep these 2, like, okay, sure, if you wanna jump. I'm gonna keep these. And I feel like flipping this. Oof, I should ever feel like flipping this. Okay, actually I feel like this wasn't supposed to be flipped, but since I flipped it, I'm just gonna take that energy as well, and I'm gonna keep this here. So much pentacles, and the bottom of the deck. Also, something else that I really want to mention is that for all the other piles, I took cards out intuitively. And you know, for some of, like for pile 1, I wasn't exactly the most organized, but I was somewhat organized. For pile 2, it was a disaster, I'll say that much. It definitely wasn't organized at all. And I think I pulled uneven number of cards. I definitely didn't pull like a full I didn't pull 6 cards or 7 cards or whatever. The number of cards I pulled weren't symmetrical, basically. But here I'm much more methodical, I'm much more organized, I'm much quieter, calmer. Intentional is the word that I really want to use. And I'm getting like, and I feel like I should take 2 more cards for you. And I think this is why I felt the need to take 2 cards. And I think this card really wants to just be upright, you know, the way it was halfway there basically. Okay, now let's get into your video. Now let's talk. So, as we've talked before, this is someone who was a part of your past. This is someone whom you've known or you've had a situation with in the past. Someone who was good in their career, who was set on their goals and all the practicalities of life. This is someone who knows what to get, and they know that they have to work hard to achieve things. And as I was going to talk about like the 8 of Pentacles, I started coughing and I had to cut that part out. And I think that really just signifies this 2 of Pentacles, right? This card. So I'll give you the whole message, but I really wanted to tell you how I got that message. So basically, what I wanted to say was that this Eight of Pentacles signifies this person that they are working. Now, when they are working and when they are doing all their duties, they are fulfilling their duties, they are handling everything that's put into their lap by the universe, by the god, or by a company, by their boss, or whoever, right? They are a normal person. They take off their crown and they are diligent. They are someone who's dignified. This is someone who is not a prideful person or someone who's unjust to people, to say the least. So if this person is a boss or someone higher up, they are not someone who's rude. But when it comes to their work, they become blind, they become imbalanced. And what the spread is really showing me is that if you get everything that you've ever dreamt of in one go, it's really just going to push you out of balance. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that this person could have been someone who was working towards a goal of theirs, or who got a new opportunity, or who was aiming to achieve something that was strenuous and that was going to take a lot of work and a lot of mental energy and just a lot of their time in general. This person got all of that, plus they got you in the equation, and that is what threw them off balance. You know, the fact that you came into their life would have just, like with this Two of Wands, I'm getting that this whole thing would have just made them reassess their whole life and their goals and their 5-year plans and their monthly budgeting or whatever they have. It could have just thrown them off balance to the point where they started wondering if even getting with someone is even appropriate for them right now. And I think this because as I'm giving you the messages, I asked myself and I asked Spirit, what exactly is this reading and why am I getting this reading for the topic or the title that what's coming next in love? Like, why am I getting a past situation? As I'm speaking to you, I'm asking God that, I'm asking Spirit guides that. And the message that I got was that this is an apology. This reading is basically an apology from them. And funnily enough, when I was writing the whole channel messages and stuff, I got this apology. I'm gonna have to hide this little word, but I think you probably saw apology, and this whole thing is probably an apology reading. I'm getting that this is their reasoning for how they treated, and they are well aware that this isn't how you're supposed to be treated. This isn't how, this isn't right, I'm hearing. And they are aware of it and they are acknowledging it, but this is just a whole apology to you. And we'll get into the reading again, obviously, and I'm going to be organized again because I'm being pulled back into the whole thing. So of course I'm going to, but I really had to clarify for myself, because this isn't a what they are thinking about you or why did this person blah blah blah. This is not that reading. This is what's coming next. And so I didn't like that I'm channeling just a past energy, even though it is not negative. I just didn't want to talk about someone from the past. I want to give you messages on what's coming next or what's coming as you move forward. But I can't help but get the message that this is their reasoning and this apology, and this reading is going to help you understand and help you make the decision forward, right? This is going to help you in deciding what to do next when this person comes, or if this person comes back. At least in their mind, this is what they're preparing. And also the fact that when I took the break, I was eating, and I was eating a lot. And also I took a bit of rest because with pile 2's reading, I was quite slumped and my throat was hurting because the energy was quite intense there. But I think for this reading, the fact that I took rest, the fact that I ate replenished, this also tells me that this person had to retreat in themselves, because what they were doing with you wasn't correct, and they realized it, they recognized it, and they wanted to do things right. But I think when the way they went about this wasn't correct. They shouldn't have cut you off or become defensive or just abruptly ended things, is what I'm getting. I think that they are recognizing and acknowledging that they should have been more mature, which they weren't, and they weren't being emotional, and they weren't assessing your emotions. They are realizing they had a judgment call, an awakening. It could be that they could have seen you in their dreams or something, and I'm really feeling like taking that card, but I really want to finish this judgment message before I move on to that card. So I do feel like they really had to take time for themselves to understand where they've gone wrong. And I just heard the timeout. Like, I saw this little baby on the judgment card, and I saw this little baby on the judgment card, and I felt the need to say that they felt like they should take a break from themselves and from this whole situation, not because of you, but because the way they wasn't correct. And yeah, let me take a look at this card. Oh, death. Okay, I have to take a look at this card as well. The death, Two of Swords, and Judgment. Now, I am getting that. See, Judgment and death basically signify endings and beginnings. And Judgment is more about reaping what you've sown. And I think when this person experienced your absence, it made them realize the worth of your presence. It made them more connect with you, and it almost gave them a leeway into experiencing their emotions as well. Because I'm not sure if you can see this or no, but this person here, like his face, like the King of Cups here, looks a lot like the figure in this Nine of Wands image. So I'm really getting that this person had to take a break and had to pull themselves out of the equation that you both were in, and pull out of the connection that you both had, like be it whatever, a relationship or the beginning of one, or situation, or anything that you guys were, right? I do think that it was this person who was formed with the with wanting to woo you and approaching you. But I do think that they covered it out, and they got too overwhelmed with everything that was going on in their life. And I'm also seeing the pentacle down here, and I almost saw that as this pentacle falling. So they were almost afraid that whatever they had was gonna be destroyed if they don't take care of it right now, if they don't repair it, if they don't replan and rethink and change their behavior and change and fix how they are allowing themselves to be distracted. I think this person is someone who's had difficulties with evaluating relationships as important as they see their work. What I'm trying to say is that I think this person puts a lot of emphasis on work and on structure and on organization. This person also could be someone who loves routine, or is religious, or has a strong belief or a stubborn thought pattern. And I think this person is someone who, it was difficult for them to look at what you were showing them, because in my mind's eye, I'm seeing the Six of Swords, and I'm seeing that you tried to show them a better way of working, or you tried to show them a better way of doing things, but it just wasn't in their books. It just wasn't how they've been. And that really tells me that they really had to lose you to understand what you bought. I'm not saying that they had to lose you to understand your worth, but I'm saying that they had to lose you to understand where you came from. Because this King of Cups is not someone who is an evil person. This is not someone who is an erratic or a selfish person, but this is someone who is firm in their emotions, kind, but also someone who has gone through things that bring them to an emotionally mature position. This is not someone who is a Page of Cups, who's creative, who thinks out of the box, or who is excited. This is someone who is practical and calm and methodical with their emotions, emotional intelligence. And I think that really is the perfect combination of these two cards, where the King of Pentacles is also the King of Cups. This is not someone who is gonna waste your time or their own time. So I think this tells me that this person, when they left with the thought of coming back. And I know this is awful, but the Hierophant card that I'm seeing here tells me that their responsibilities, and because this card is also about society and tradition and structure, so this person could have come under the influence of someone higher than them. I'm seeing that this could be a family or an institutional figure. This could be anyone, and I think they almost got under the influence of this person. And I'm seeing that this influence was neutral. It wasn't a negative influence where someone's asking them to leave you or to leave emotional connections behind. Or I'm not seeing that this person, whoever this Hierophant is signifying, was influencing your person to marry you or to get back to you or anything. But I think whatever this person said was enough for your person, your King of Pentacles and King of Cups, to understand that what they are doing is wrong, and that they need to take the matters more kindly, and they have to understand you. And honestly, this is the card that I was seeing in my mind when I said that the break and the stuff. And Four of Swords is the card of that. So I do think that this whole situation does explain that this person left, but when they left, they knew that they wanted to come back. And this could seem a bit harsh, but hey, it is what it is. Because I really am seeing that this person is sincere in their apology, and they understand that everything that they did was wrong. So now, pile 3, I'm gonna just take these cards, well, not these cards, but this little bag. I have messages, handwritten messages from Spirit, and I'm gonna pull a few, and they're gonna be by Spirit for you and for the situation in general. Oh, we got Taurus again, and we have Soul Star, Instinct over Fear, Authority. It's in your hands. The alternate is better, and Negotiation. So I took a little break again because I really felt the need to sit with these messages and to understand them. And I was actually going to just continue without acknowledging, because I don't really think I have to acknowledge every single cut or edit that I make. But I felt the need to come clean, acknowledge. And I'm sorry, I had to expel some air. I had to burp. And as I'm talking about coming clean, I think that this is something that they have to take off of their chest, like everything that they've done. And to me, it shows with this Soul Star. Now, this Soul Star is one of the chakra points, and it's like the higher one. It's the one that is operated by your higher self. And I think this Soul Star really just shows me that I'm getting the Marathi word buddhi. Now, buddhi means your intelligence. Buddhi means like your higher mind, your mind that is intelligent and understands more than your usual childish brain. And to me, it shows that they were able to understand where they went wrong, and I'm getting that they've literally started believing that there's more with you than just what they thought previously. And it's almost opening their mind to the possibility of your relationship and with what it can be. So it's also another factor that, and I also kept this near this moon and here. So it really tells me that this person has evaluated and has thought and is going to come with an intention. I'm getting that this person has evaluated all the possibilities of your situation. And I do think that after all of that, they think that being with you is just better than being with themselves in their own misery. And they've acknowledged everywhere that they went wrong and in all the ways that they went wrong. And I really do think that they're going to come back. But at the same time, they're going to keep the decision very clear. And I feel like turning this card around as well, because I have the messages on both ends. But what I'm also getting is that they're going to let the decision be in your hands. As much as they want you to choose them and to give you both a shot, they also know that it's completely valid if you decide not to further engage. But they're still gonna do it. And at the same time, I'm getting that this instant over fear is them just pushing themselves to try with you, then letting their fear and letting their instinct of backing off, allowing that. Like they're not gonna allow that. They're gonna work on themselves. And I saw this crow, and he wasn't really doing anything at first, but then he started shouting. So I really do think that they may take a while, but they will act. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to wait pile 3, but I'm giving you the messages that I'm getting. So just like the crow, I saw it saw me, it didn't really do anything, but when I carried on, it started shouting. So I do think it could be something like that. Now I feel like messages are about to reach you. Now I don't know if you need any other confirmation. I'm usually really scared to give messages like this, because obviously I know the responsibility that I hold when I do such readings, because obviously as a tarot reader, I'm giving you a probable future. But at the same time, it's like Spirit just keeps surprising me and showing me that I am on the right track. So this is also for you. You are on the right track. What I'm getting for you, I feel like pulling a card, which I will, but let me just finish with these messages. The alternate is better, I feel like, is something that you could have told them, proposed to them, that the alternate of whatever way they are sadistically hurting themselves isn't the way to be, and that there are much better ways to be kinder to themselves and stuff. But I don't think they listen to it. But unfortunately, in our world, it really takes someone with authority to tell us something for us to take things seriously. Because usually we feel like with age and etc. comes wisdom. But sometimes people don't understand that your friends, your family, your lovers, and your well-wishers, when they are giving you an advice, it may just be a useful one and not just one that we're pulling out of thin air. So I think this person, with the help of someone else, really understood that what you were trying to say wasn't to hinder their progress, but to help them. And I feel like again pulling this. So, oh, your angels are trying to reach out. Listen carefully. I think this is what they felt. Again, the way it felt. I really feel like this is how they felt with when this person came to them with the messages. And again, the negotiation here with the death card and the justice in reverse really shows me that they had to fix their attitude towards things, and they had to focus on how to work better on them, focus on how to better themselves and stuff. And I think that was how they've learned to deal with things. And I think moving forward, this is what they're gonna do. So spirit guides, can I get one card for pile 3? Just one for them. But before I just forget the message for the negotiation, I really think that with the death and judgment, this shows that they've negotiated and they've, I'm getting again calculated. They've calculated how to do what, and what next to do, and what's next is their comeback in your life. But this is a card for you, and I'm going to quickly pull it. 9 of Cups. I'm seeing that Spirit is just asking you to do you and do what's right for you. And I think this person is also seeing that you're doing well in your own self. You're doing well without them, and I think that is making them almost do better in themselves and to be a better person for you. And I'm gonna take these last few cards. This is like my dessert. These are some spicy and sweet messages from your person. So let's see what they have to say. Are we good? I'm obsessed with you, love. Carmen, my past has effed me up bad. Ooh. You know what I just got? First of all, Carmen is a song by Lana Del Rey, my queen, Lord and Savior, mother. Carmen is a song by Lana Del Rey in which the Carmen is basically an adult industry worker. Let's just call her that, okay? So, she shines in the morning, and she shines at night, but is pained in the morning. Basically, it's a song about someone who experiences the negative aspects of that sort of life. But this also is my cheating card. But when this came out, I actually didn't understand. But the second message that I read was that my past has effed me up bad. I think it really shows that this person could have gone through a situation before you where their trust was broken, they were hurt, where they could have been cheated on, or their heart could have been hurted by someone. They misplaced their heart, they gave it to the wrong person. And I'm getting that it's sort of, because also I kept this here on the 8 of Pentacles. I think it also made them want to work and focus on themselves rather than any of these things like relationships and stuff. And I think the fact that you came back really just made them it just threw them out of out of balance. Again, I'm getting. And I think that's why even that was a factor that created the situation between you both. And I think they were hurt and they recognize what they've done, because again this fell on the 9 of Wands, the defensive and the hurt card, and they know that they did this to you, but at the same time they're scared of you. So they're asking, are we good? Like babe, are we good? And again, they just want to say that I'm obsessed with you, love. So they're obsessed with you, and I feel like taking one more, because obviously you are the pile that got extra, so I feel like taking extra for you. Miscommunication here again shows that what they did wasn't what they meant. But in the end, obviously, Mr. King of Pentacles, Mr. King of Cups, you hurted pile 3. So I don't know, man. But anyways, also a little sneaky card, sneaking away. They want to sneak away with you, and I think they're coming back to take you away from everything. And I just want to worship you as well. Sure, they want to worship you as well. So yeah, that's that, and this is the reading for you. This situation is gonna be your happy ending, and they could be your happy ending also. You know what, they want to please you, they're asking you to please stay, and head, they want to give you apology. Head, now do with that what you will. So that's it. With that message, I'm gonna end the reading. So I really hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then please like and subscribe, and comment whatever you want to. If you want to share what's going on, if this was correct or no, I would love to know. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do it through my website, or you can just shoot me a DM on Instagram. The link is going to be in the description. And thank you so much for being here, and I hope you stay, and I hope I see you in my next video. Bye.